Hey up there guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. You're with me, the Autistic Biker. A bit unexpected this video, but I think you tend to find only to do with normal people, not me, that the unexpected, most random videos that I know here tend to turn out to be the best ones, don't they? But not with me, to do with repeating me saying a dozen and one times, saying the same thing over and over, waffling, going off track, going off course, then coming back on track, and then repeat myself again, then going back off track, then coming back on track, and yeah, you get the gist, you get the idea. You know what I mean? Like I said, for normal people, yeah, not for me. Not to do with how shocking and appalling, you know what I mean, my videos, or at least I think personally they're just shocking and appalling, but a bit embarrassing to watch over. I've got no shame in admitting that. Humble down to earth, throw my hands up and just say, yeah, you know what, the shit. I feel embarrassed every time I watch one of my videos back over on it, saying, you know, like review it and analyse it and stuff. I feel so embarrassed, I really do. But well, let me answer that $1 million question then. So why are you doing it then? It's motovlogging thing because I enjoy it. That's why. Do you know what I mean? Just because you you believe that you are poor and very crap at something, right, with very, very little success, doesn't mean that part and parcel of that by default. It doesn't mean that you know, naturally you hate it and dislike it. It can work total opposite way, you know. In this case, this is the way. So even though I enjoy it, doesn't mean that I'm any good at it, because I genuinely believe that I'm not good at it. I just feel a bit like embarrassed and that, you know what I mean. But I'm not going to stop doing it because I do actually enjoy it so much. Anyway, up to now so far, I'm only saying I enjoy it so much. Up to now so far, hearts can change, anything can happen, it really can. There you go. Good emergency stop practicing for you then, innit? Yeah, just get my words all mumbled jumbled. Yeah, I do motorcycle vlogging, or at least I try to have a go at it because I enjoy it. You can be so good at something, but believe it or not, actually not enjoy it. You can have all skill and talent in world at something, but you can personally, really deep down inside of your heart and your head, really dislike it. But it can work other way, in a total opposite, vice versa sort of way. You know what I mean? In which case, this is your one example of what I'm on about. Me trying to motovlog, just because I believe I'm not any good at it. At the same time though, I actually do enjoy it. Don't mean to say just because I'm not good at it that I don't have to like it or don't have to enjoy it. You know what I mean? So anyway, I've just brought a bike to the front of my house, set up all cartridge pressure washer and get it a clean, basically. Just jet washed it. Used the cartridge like snow foam, separate attachment on end of gun. Snow foamed it, and then just left it a couple of few minutes, and then left it a couple of few minutes, and then I've just rinsed it off with just water. So I've got to say though, it does look relatively clean up. So the bike's dried off, So I thought I'd put all my cartridge pressure washer and all my gun attachments, everything all back away in cubby all upstairs, wipe everything down, clean it. Then I thought I'd just you know, have something to eat, in air fryer while I'm waiting for the bike to dry off, and that's exactly what I did. And then I just set off from house now, and then I'm just starting about. Just thought I'd just do a video together. I've just put the Drift Course XL Pro. I've gone onto the settings and just played about with it for a bit, on your filter on your XL Pro, Drift Course XL Pro, you've got 4 settings. You've got normal, and one's called water, and I don't know if one's called low, water, normal, and one's called vivid. So I've actually, right now as you're viewing and watching this video, it's actually on a vivid filter video setting. So colours should look like more vivid and like a deeper, brighter, if that makes sense, so to speak. So I'm actually looking forward to that, reviewing that for when I get back home, and before I put video through Filmora 13. Looking forward to at least just viewing it to see what like the contrast look, vivid colours look like compared to a normal video filter setting. You've got to, haven't you? There's no point spending all that money on a good decent action cam and not diving into settings and playing about with them and having fun. There's no point. You spent all that money on a good decent action cam, you've got to you know, dive and explore into world at alt settings. Oh, look at this. Going right second exit, you should be in position 3, but yet you're more like in position 2, command position. You should have been a lot more to the right, a lot more to the right, taking that position 3, not command position, not position number 2. Oh, there we go. So yeah, let's turn heater grips off, turn engine off a bit and just relax. I'll lift visor up. There we go. So yeah, I just want to get off and show you the bike. I want to show you just... Okay, I'll shit me up then. So that's members of staff. It's members of staff coming out from Dobby's Garden Centre. Hiya, alright. Yeah, there's like a pet um accessories. They don't actually sell like cats or dogs, I don't think, but they do like a separate like grooming service. I think if I'm not mistaken. You know, it's like Dobby's Garden Centre just here. So it would have been members of staff from there coming out with dogs, probably just groomed them or washed them or something, clipped them. I'll get off and show you a bike, but bearing in mind, um, we're not actually in the sun, so we're not there. I've come in shade on purpose, but I've basically snow foamed it and then left it a good couple of few minutes, then washed it off with plain water. But yeah, looks relatively cleaner to me anyway. Do you know what I mean? So mm. The thing with me to do when I wash a bike is I never ever um, like applying that good old fashioned what you call elbow grease. You know, put your back into it, sort of good old fashioned speak. Come on, put your back into it. Get some elbow grease into it. I hate like applying that like physical manual pressure. Like with a brush, with a cleaning brush. That's why it'll never ever look the best that it can. It'll never ever look the best it can, because I've only ever done that literally twice, and that was on my Yamaha Phaser twice. But even then, all the times I've washed Yamaha Phaser, I've just stuck to snow foaming it and then just blasting jet washing it off. You know what I mean? So obviously, it's always going to look cleaner and better, even just by a snow foam and jet washing it off with no elbow grease. It's going to look better than what it did. Um, yeah, it's never going to look as good as it does. Well, the best it can do if you don't use a brush, but you're never going to get rid of, a lot of dirt, a lot of stubborn dirt. It's always going to look better when you put more effort in and you show more willing and effort with a brush. But I'm just saying, I've never enjoyed doing that. I don't think I've ever done it on this second bike, on this bike, this Honda CBF 600. Only ever done it on phaser twice, but I bloody ate it. Ate squatting, getting down, squatting back up, getting in there. You know what I mean? Go on, lad. Elbow grease, put your back into it. Nothing cranny sis, nah. Ate it. I ate getting a sweat on. Ate getting a dabble on. Ate it. But it still looks better than what it did, even with a snow foam and a jet wash. But yeah. Oh, peaceful. So this is it properly, guys. Well, not properly, but better. I've just turned it around for you, you know, from there. Done a U-turn, turn it round. I've popped it here because now it's got oh, that sun's bright. Exactly, my point being, the sun's on it now, look. You know what I mean? So the sun's on it. There it is. I don't know if you can see and all what I'm on about. I mentioned it in the past few of my videos. You know, when I said it's still silver out logbook, which it is, but if you can see, look, it only happens when very, very bright sun's on it. But I don't know if you can see sort of like the little tiny specks of like the opal pink. The opal pink coming out from silver marble effect. No, you might not be able to actually. It has to be a very, very extremely bright day. So I don't even think looking at that sun, even that sun's nowhere near bright enough for it to happen. It's like little tiny specks of glittery, like pink opal coming through silver. You know, logbook. Yeah, paint. Well, I've believe me, they look a lot more better than what they did. Even if you think they're absolutely nowhere near good enough and shiny enough, but you should have seen the very poor bad state that they were in. So let me tell you, even as crap as you may think they look, they are still a lot more shiny and better than what they were. So my point being is it's still progress. But I got the trick from Henry Cole off I think it was Find It, Fix It, Flog It. And all for downpipes here, look, from engine, you know, going to exhaust. You like scrunch up some like metal foil, you know, just like normal kitchen foil. And what you do is you're yeah, go on. Yeah, you scrunch it up in like a bowl, and then you dip it in like just normal plain hot water, just normal plain hot tap water, and then you scrub like your metal, like your downpipes, look. So let me get away from, there you go. So if I just keep on doing it and doing it and doing it, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Oh. You expect like to see a dead body in here or something, don't you? I'm just motovlogging doing a video, then I'm coming across like a dead body or something in this ditch or something here, or you know. Tell me what you guys think of this anyway. I just want to know what your thoughts are on this. Tell me what you think and reckon. Every time, right, I think about every time I think about, you know, jet washing bike, you know, like bringing it all the way down to the front of the house. And you know, it weighs on me heavy, the thought of it, for pure and simple reason. Pure and simple reason of, right, is it's the thought of what I know it entails for me to jet wash my bike. You know what I mean? So what I mean by that is it's the whole kerfuffle of setting up, you know, like your jet washer. You know, literally starting from scratch. So it's the whole assembling it, and then after you've done, it's the whole deassembling it. So basically, it's the whole doubling your workload by just undoing everything that you've done. So done as in you've set it up, undoing as in you're deassembling it, you're putting it all back away. And it's just like all the thought, it just weighs on me heavy. You know what I mean? Of all the kerfuffle that you have to go through just to set it up, you know, to jet wash your bike. You know what I mean? It's the whole, getting electric wire out, untangling it, unravelling it, front back at netting, and then plugging it in. Then it's hose pipe, getting hose pipe out separately from a separate bag, putting it in and then twisting it and locking it into plastic hose pipe attachment coming out from Karcher. Then it's putting the other end to hose pipe outside your hose pipe tap outside your front house. And then, like I said, screwing it in again and then locking it. And then it's like going in a separate bag and like getting the gun out and then putting the end from Karcher into the end of the gun, which makes it obviously electronically work. It like electronically sort of like reads it, doesn't it? Because it's like metal on metal contact. And then it's the whole yeah, you know what I mean? It's electric plug socket, then it's two ends, both ends to hose pipe, obviously. It has to be two ends, obviously. And then it's the gun attachment, but then it's the other attachment that goes onto the end of the gun. So it's from lead from Karcher to gun, but then it's end at gun. Your different separate attachments. You know what I mean? But then when you've done that, it's the whole bloody what do you call it? Bloody undoing what you've done. So in other words, putting it all back away. And it's just that thought alone that, to be fair, and I'll admit, it has actually even got so bad before, to the point where I've not just even only persevered with willpower and thought, oh yeah, go on, I'm going to do it, it needs cleaning. But even as much as I love cleaning my bike and car and stuff, well, bike. But as much as I do love cleaning it and doing it, I've actually said to my son before, I've gone, nah, sod it, I can't be arsed. I'm actually not doing it. All just because it isn't like fully, 100% fully set up for me on standby, ready for me to just literally turn on, plug socket, and that's it done. That's the only thing I've got to do. So what I'm thinking about doing is, do you know, I've never owned a muck off pressure washer, but I know they're fantastic. But I'm just saying, for example, you know your muck off's own pressure washer, right? Well, it comes with a muck off's own sort of like carry bag, done it, carry case. It's like a very thick quality, and I think it's waterproof as well. A good thick quality waterproof, like a muck off's own carry bag. Well, what I'm thinking about doing is seeing if I can just get like another sort of like waterproof, thick quality, like flexible fabric carry bag, just like muck off do their own, but just a bit more of a bigger one to fit my Karcher K4 into, because Karcher K4 is quite relatively A, taller, and B, wider, so bigger in both of the ways than Muc-Off's own pressure washer. I've got Karcher K4, but it's not even compact or slim version, it's like the big bulky bloody like home edition thing. So if I actually just get one of them, look on eBay or Amazon or I don't know, any other website, then I'm thinking about literally, I'll just undo only one end at hose pipe, right, you know, from me hose pipe tap outside house, front of house. Keep the other ending just plugged in all time permanently to Karcher, and even keep the gun permanently plugged in without putting it away in its separate bag. And even keeping the separate gun nozzle attachment permanently into the end of the Karcher gun. So instead of me messing about like doing 4 or 5 things, but then putting them all away in their own separate bags in separate places, the only thing I've got to do is bring plug socket out, right, and then bring only one end hose pipe attachment out. But even then I won't have to like ravel up the electric wire to plug socket and ravel up even the hose pipe. If I get a fabric flexible and big enough waterproof like carry bag, as close as I can get to Muc-Off do, but just a bigger one, taller one and a wider one for Karcher K4, I only have to literally do like 2 things as opposed to 4 or 5. Plus also as well, when I take out the 2 things, I don't even have to ravel it up and be all neat, because it's still all going to be relatively neat by me just even literally just plopping them, the electric wire and hose pipe, all into the carry bag in with the Karcher and gun and nozzle attachment and everything. So basically it'll just be a case of literally just pick up and plop, literally. So bring out, plop on floor, right, and then back up off on floor, plop back into the bag, literally just like a plop and drop, done. So feel free anyway to let me know in the comment section what you guys think and reckon to that idea. You don't have to, feel free to let me know, it's entirely up to you. Or it's probably typical me being me, Nick being Nick, being backwards. In other words, playing catch up with y'all. In other words, my point being, you probably already do that. You've probably already thought of this from day one. You're probably years and years ahead of me. But my point is even if you are, at least I can still even actually think totally for me sen, and that's what I'm saying. I can think totally for me sen, even if I am playing catch up, and it's me that's like way backwards and way behind. At least these ideas are still coming fresh from my head only. But yeah, also feel free to as well put in comment section about what you think of that little bit of frustration and all, to do having to set it up and everything and then assemble it, then deassemble it, you know what I mean? Just let me know if you understand, if you get me, you get where I'm coming from, you know what I mean? Because no one wants to be doing that, do they? The whole kerfuffle of assembling it, but then when you've enjoyed washing your bike like I really do, it's the whole kerfuffle of deassembling it. But then it's all rappy, neaty, and then put everything all back away in its separate places, and Oh, where I can just go pick up, plop back, done. No ravelling, and even no unravelling for when I come to use it second time and time after that, and etc. Anyway, just some food for thought, innit? Fuel for thought. You know. Anyway guys, I'm going to leave it there. It has been a pleasure. You've been with me, the Autistic Michael. Remember, just feel free to at least just consider subscribing to this channel. It really would help the channel out, and even more so, more to the point, the well-being and happiness of me, as it would any motor vlogger. As I've said before, I do appreciate your time for watching this, I really do. I say that with a heavy heart every time, and I feel it and I mean it, I really do. You know, I'm going to wrap it up there. Remember, if you are riding, ride safe, watch out for them other idiots out there on the road. Alright, I'll see you in the next one. Alright, take care guys, cheers, bye.